The Stadium Sports Grill, False Bottom Container and Storage, Butte Electric, Superior Auto Sales, Pill and Optical, Beef Logic, Butte County Equipment, Auto Doctor, Phillips 66 at exit 14 and exit 8, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, and A&J Screening. Welcome to the Jake's Collision Repair Countdown to Tip-Off, live from the Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Here's Cody Oliver.
And good evening, sports fans, and welcome into another KDSJ sports broadcast as we get ready for some more postseason basketball on this Thursday night. We feature Class B SoDak 16. Some tickets will be punched to state across the area tonight, and we got one of them. Number 6 seed Harding County Ranchers taking on number 11 seed Jones County Coyotes as they meet up in Spearfish for the Class B SoDak 16. It is our countdown to tip-off of being brought to you by Jenks Collision Repair, the Black Hills home team for collision repairs at 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish and off exit 32 at Junction Avenue in Sturgis. We're back at a familiar spot here at the Spearfish High School gym as our Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine broadcast booth, and right back where we usually are for all the Spearfish Spartan games. Spearfish High School hosting this neutral site tonight for Class B SoDak 16 between Harding County and Jones County. Thanks to Monument Health and thanks to Clayson Davis over at KDSJ-TV.
What'd I do?
Well, you can watch the game for free tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm here.
Through our YouTube channel and Facebook Live. Tell them a little bit more about that as I bring in my cohort of communications this evening.
That is the fanciest word I've heard you use in the past 2 months. KDSJ-TV, again, live here from the Spearfish High School gym, your hometown stream for your hometown team. Normally following the Spartans, the Lee Deadwood Gold Diggers, the Belfouche Bronx whenever we can. And this time we're going to get our fourth quote-unquote home team here with KDSJ Sports and the Harding County Ranchers this winter season. We did a football game, we did a volleyball game, and now we're doing girls basketball as they try to punch their ticket to state, trying to make it 3 in a row as far as making the tourney appearance. This time going to be in SDSU and Brookings, but they got to get through the Jones County Lady Coyotes first. And Jones County, a squad that has had some gritty wins on the season after they just upset number 2 seed in Region 7B Wall by a go-ahead layup by senior Mallory Vennard in the final few moments of that game. Actually, Wall had a few more opportunities, and the Jones County defense came up strong. So not going to be a pushover tonight for Harding County, that's for sure. Jones County, again, 15-5 on the season, and they're looking to get back to the state tournament for the first time since 2023. The last time that the Lady Coyotes made the SoDak 16, they beat a very good Centerville squad who was ranked 7th. So Jones County used to being the underdog in the SoDak 16, and they are not intimidated by the Lady Ranchers tonight.
Harding County Lady Ranchers at 21-1 on the season. They haven't had very many close games this year. How can they do it tonight to punch their ticket to state? You'll hear it right here on KDSJ 980 AM, 103.5 FM, KDSJ980.com, and with the mobile app, as well as KDSJ-TV coverage tonight over on our YouTube channel and Facebook Live. During our March Mayhem week this week, we're going to have other games at the same time. Tonight, this is the only show in town. Come on over to the Spearfish High School and check things out. Our countdown to tip-off leads us up to a 6 o'clock start, and we'll lay the foundation for the contest between Jones County and Harding County. Catching up with the coaches next, right here on KDSJ Sports.
Happen. From fender benders to deer crossings, it's just part of life. When it happens, take it to Jake's Collision Repair with 2 locations in Sturgis and Spearfish. Locally owned and serving the Black Hills for over 15 years, Jake's delivers top quality repairs using state-of-the-art equipment, advanced training, and eco-friendly paint systems. Their technicians are ICAR and PPG certified, and they work with any insurance company. So when collisions happen, and they will, choose Jake's Collision Repair.
Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is here when you need us for the extreme athletes or those everyday activities. From kiddos with broken bones to retirees with creaky knees. Whether you're pumping iron or planting petunias, we'll be in our clinic locations throughout the region working together. Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, getting you moving again. so you can confidently say, I'm back. Go to monument.health/orthopedics to find out more.
You see them everywhere. That's because Heinzerling Concrete of Spearfish is the most trusted name for everything from driveways, sidewalks, decorative stamp patios, and of course, foundations.
Collision repair countdown to tip off in this Girls SoDak 16 matchup between Harding County and Jones County. I'm pleased to be joined by the Coyotes head coach Scott Matthews, joining us here with KDSJ Sports. Coach, we appreciate the time.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So you look at your squad of 15-5 on the season after a thrilling win versus the Wall Eagles in the regional semifinals. From start to finish, talk about your take on the Coyotes season, this 25-26 campaign.
I thought we started out kind of trying to learn each other's habits and kind of trying to gel and come together. And, we lost a couple games in the beginning and then we went up against teams like Lyman and Bennett County and very, very tough opponents. So I thought, for the last, 10, 12 games, we played pretty well. Been playing together, kind of found each other and found out that, hey, we got to do this together. And so I think the girls have been playing really well. I mean, we don't go real deep. So we're, the girls that are out there have got to play a lot and just really proud of how they've come along this year.
You look at your schedule, and you guys have had a pretty tough start of the season, going up against the likes of Highmore, Herald, Fulton area, Wall. Of course, you have had to play Bennett County and Lyman within your conference. Talk about the experience you gained from those contests and how it helped you throughout the ending of the season.
Well, it really helps because, you get in those moments and get in games where, against Highmore, against Wall the first time we played them, it's kind of anybody's game toward the end. And hopefully you learn from those maybe mistakes you made or shots you didn't make or free throws you didn't put in. And so those are kind of, things you build on. And then you play a team like Lyman County and Bennett County. And they're just very, very good, solid teams. And their defensive pressure is hard and they're out there and they're after you. So you really kind of learn from that too. We just, we know a couple of those games we would like to have back. But we also realize that hopefully the schedule we played will help us, as we move forward and help us tonight in this game.
You've had to rely on a bunch of underclassmen with your team this season, Coach, led by a sophomore and a freshman, and Brianna Askey, averaging just under 14 points a game. Also, Aubrey Tucker, who, according to my stats, 41% from behind the arc. Talk about how those two have provided a spark for your team this season.
They've really stepped up. Brianna was an all-conference player last year as a freshman, and we knew that Aubrey has all the talent in the world. She just had to start believing in herself. And she's come to that point and really got to that point where the teammates are starting to believe in her. They are believing in her, and she's kind of become a leader. Her and Brianna have been leading us. And then not to say those other three, they've had their nights and they've had their moments. So, we know against Harding County that we're going to have an effort from everybody. Everybody that plays is going to have to play very well tonight. And, and I think they're ready. I mean, they're hopefully we'll go out and we'll have a good showing tonight.
Before we talk about this matchup, I want to go back to your regional semifinal with the Wall Eagles. You lost to Wall in the beginning part of the season, but then 5 points at the ending of the contest by your lone senior, Mallory of Bernard, to help push your team over that win versus Wall. Talk about that performance and how you guys punched your ticket to the SoDak 16.
Mal was having a really tough night. She was playing great defense, and she was rebounding, but shooting the ball was just having a really tough night. And, a timeout in the fourth quarter, you kind of see in her eyes that maybe she was doubting a little bit. And we just reaffirmed with her that you've been doing this all year and you just keep shooting. If they're going to let you leave you open, you're going to knock it down. And she was able to knock a three down. And then right after that, she was able to get out and run on the break and catch a pass, a nice pass that JC made to her and put the layup in. And, that's kind of how they had three opportunities from that point to, tie the game, but they weren't able to. I thought our defense stepped up.
I know we talked a little bit about for this interview with Maggie Dowling out with injury versus Kadoka area she sustained, but what other injuries do you have to report before tonight's game?
Sunny Valber's got a little bit of a tender ankle. She turned it here about 4 or 5 games ago, and we just kind of told her, it's not going to be it's probably never going to heal completely. the rest of the season, but she's been a real trooper and been out there. We tape her up and she wears a brace. But other than that, maybe a few nicks and bruises, but other than that, we're pretty healthy right now, and that's a good spot to be at this time of year.
Now looking at your SoDak 16 opponent, the Hardin County Lady Ranchers, a deep team and a team that loves to run the floor and force a bunch of turnovers. What do you see on film from Coach Jay Wallman's crew that you'll need to be prepared for?
Well, they're number one is they're always after you. They're never going to stop coming after you. And like you said, they just keep coming in with new recruits and stay after you. So we have to handle the pressure. That's one thing we have to do a good job of. Hopefully we can, here or there, make them pay on the other end. We have to hold our turnovers down, and we got to get back on defense. They're just a really good, solid basketball club, and they've got more than one weapon. They've got a lot of weapons there. So defense has really got to be on point, and you got to be ready to guard wherever, and sometimes you got to be ready to guard quite a ways from the basket. So we've talked a lot to our girls about, not getting in foul trouble, because it's one thing we can't really afford to do. So we want to stay out of foul trouble, but at the same time, we've got to play good, solid defense and stop those driving lanes and get in those driving lanes, get our hands up and make them, they're going to score, make them score over top of us. And then we have to take the three away to some degree. Some of them girls can really shoot the threes.
Perfect. Well, Coach, thanks for joining us with our countdown to tip-off, and good luck in this matchup.
Hey, thank you very much.
That's head coach of the Jones County Lady Coyotes, head coach Scott Matthews, joining us with our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off. Tip-off is coming up next here between the Jones County Lady Coyotes and the Hardin County Lady Ranchers this SoDak 16 Thursday on KDSJ Sports.
Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support the activities that help our area youth build their foundation for future success. Whatever the job, Heinzerling Concrete is the name you can trust. Google Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish or call 210-2320.
Beef Logic, Inc. is proud to sponsor South Dakota's high school and collegiate athletes this season as they work alongside their partners at the South Dakota Beef Industry Council to deliver the Build Your Base Sports Nutrition Program at local high schools and colleges around the state and the country. Are you looking for a simple, easy-to-follow program that can help you and your family optimize performance both on and off the field of play? Check out buildyourbase.org and learn why beef continues to be the premier protein for athletic performance and recovery.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing.
Back to the Jake's Collision Repair pregame show. We are laying the foundation for a Hardin County Lady Ranchers victory tonight as they take on Jones County here in the Class B SoDak 16. Joining us once again here on KDSJ Sports is Jay Wallman, the head coach of the Hardin County girls basketball team. Thanks so much for joining us again.
Thanks for having me again, Cody.
Well, you guys are about 22 games into the season. You're hoping to stretch that out a few more, though, with a victory tonight. Let's talk about how the year has gone. You made a trip to the Corn Palace. You made a lot of road trips across western South Dakota through the Little Moro Conference and did pretty well. Your thoughts on about the 20-game regular season?
Yeah, very impressed with our girls, our C team, our JV team, our varsity team. We've been working hard at practice every single day, grinding, and it's really shown. We've improved a lot, all 19 girls, and to get where we're at right now, giving ourselves a chance get back to a state tournament, a three-peat. Yeah, it's pretty impressed with our team and very proud of them.
Were they pretty consistent throughout the season so far?
We have been. We've been very consistent, hungry every day at practice. Every game day, we try to outwork our opponents, do our best as we can at that, and they leave it all out on the court. So it's been really fun to watch.
Now, as deep as you go to the bench, practices are probably a little bit competitive. As those girls from the bench, they get a lot of playing time, go up against the starters. You're only good as your reserves or who you play in practice, so I bet that's pretty competitive for you guys.
Yeah, we have a lot of competitive drills, and it's fun watching them on a nightly basis. Some of the weeks, we've been putting the running clocks on a lot of teams we play, so the games aren't as close as we'd want some of them to be. But every night at practice, if we go mix teams and mix it up and get some of our ones and our twos mixed up together, it makes for some fun watching.
How'd you do through regionals?
We kind of took we started out with McLaughlin, and 182 to 20ish, and then had Timberlake, and we had our best defensive performance of the season, held them to 13 points in the entire game and scored 53. So defensively, we're locking in right now, and we're excited where our team's at.
Quickly, if people haven't been following Hardin County so far this year, give us some of your leaders.
We'll start with our seniors. We're playing 9 girls right now at the varsity level, and starts with our seniors, Rayleigh Hunsucker. She's really always been a great shooter for us, maybe one of the best shooters Hardin County's had in the girls program, made 41 threes this season. But she's really worked on her entire game, had an off season finally this year without injury, so she got to work on a lot of things and developed an all-around game. And then Kaylin Patton, she's our other senior. She's our glue. I call her our glue. She does so many things that go unnoticed. She can guard all 5 spots defensively, and can run anything from point guard to power forward on our offense. So those 2 seniors kind of lead the way for us. And then we have a very, very good junior class also. Macy Wentz, second on our team in scoring. Braden Patton leading our team in rebounding. Sam Wilson doing really nice things. Our first person off the bench. Very big energy girl for us. The list kind of goes on and on. We're very, very fortunate. And then we go into our sophomores, Camry Patton. She's leading our team in scoring. Set a school record in steals this year. I think she's at 128 steals already this season. So I'm just naming names off the top of my head. Caden Gilbert, she comes in, does some solid things for us, plays a nice inside-outside game for us. And my daughter, Macy Wallman, coming in, a good outside shooter for us as an 8th grader and a good on-ball defender. So hopefully I didn't leave anybody out of the 9 there, kind of just rambling right now. But yeah, it's a really good crew. Very proud of all of them. Forgot about our 6-footer Carson Page. Oh, Carson Page is the other one. Doing a really good job. One of our first girls off the bench. Last 2 games has had double-doubles also, so she's been doing some really good things also.
As you were rambling, I didn't pay attention so much. Who is your point guard?
Yeah, our point guard is, we kind of got we have 3 or 4 girls who can handle the point guard duties. So we don't really have one strict one. It's kind of been nice. Whichever girl kind of gets the ball, we kind of just push with them, and everyone else just kind of spaces it out, and we just play off of them. So that's kind of been unique for us this year.
Any injuries to speak of as we continue through the postseason?
No, we're all ready to roll. We're all healthy. A couple little sicknesses, but nothing crazy that's going to keep anyone out tonight.
Now, you haven't had very many close games, but when it does get close, free throws are always big. We've seen the Lady Ranchers in the past with the free throw line. Is that kind of one spot that you're focusing on maybe in a close game?
It really is. It bit us 2 years ago at the first game of state tournament. I know we missed 20 free throws, I believe, in the first game and lost by 4. We're shooting 61% of the season. We're around that 55% for a long time, but these last 7 or 8 games, knock on some wood, we're shooting around 70%. That's where we want to be above 70% every single game that we play in. Gives you a really good chance to win if you're in those close ones. So hopefully that trend will continue, and we'll continue to shoot better free throws.
As you get up here to the postseason in the SoDak 16, the girls are probably ready to play somebody else. How do you keep practice fresh for these girls here in March?
It is hard, especially once you get to the SoDak game. You finish your region game and you get a full week, and a full week's a long time to be practicing. But we've been running practices, depending on the day. We've been going hard for about an hour and 10 minutes all, and just getting them in, getting them out, and then last night's pregame was a good one. We went a little longer there, just focused on some details, a little slower pace, and I think we're ready.
Now, as you focus on the Jones County Coyotes coming in for the SoDak 16 matchup in this 6-11 clash in Spearfish, what's your scouting report on Jones County?
They're an 11 seed in a Class B format that has 80 teams in it, so they're going to be pretty dang good. They're sitting at 16-5 and have really good guard play, have 4 guards that start for them. And their post player, she's a 5'10" athlete, very good tracker, sprints up and down the court. So it's going to be a fun matchup. We're excited to see where we're at with them. It's always hard to tell on film, haven't seen them live. But I think athletically we're very similar. And one key difference between them and us is we're a little more deeper than they are. They want to play 5 or 6 kids, and we're not afraid to play 8 if we have 8 or 9. So hopefully in the course of a 4-quarter game, that'll kind of wear on them.
Give us a couple of keys to the game to get the Hardin County Ranchers to their 3rd straight state tournament.
we want to control tempo from the opening tip. We want the game to be fast-paced. We want to be up in their face and make it kind of a track meet for us. That's number one. Number two is rebounding. We got to keep them off that defensive end of the glass and limit their guards in the paint. They do a very good job of getting inside the paint and creating for others or kicking out to open threes. So those are our 3 keys for tonight.
It's a convoy of vehicles coming down from the north from Hardin County and the Buffalo area today as they meet up in Spearfish to take on Jones County. Thanks a lot, Coach Wallman, for the time.
Thanks for having me, Cody. Always great to hear from you.
It's time for the matchup menu, served by Beef Logic on Black Hills Gold Hits, KDSJ.
And welcome back to the Jake's Collision Repair Countdown to Tip-Off here from the Spearfish High School Gym tonight. The Spartans are not playing, but Spearfish is your neutral site matchup for this Class B SoDak 16 between number 11 seed Jones County Coyotes, who are 15-5 on the season, and the number 6 seed Hardin County Lady Ranchers coming in 21-1 on the season. Jones County Coyotes getting out of Region 7B, and then Hardin County easily getting through Region 8B to punch their ticket to this matchup and then get a little bit closer to state. Our matchup menu tonight being brought to you by Beef Logic and the South Dakota Beef Industry Council. As we heard from both coaches in this matchup menu, sounds like we want to keep both teams out of the paint. We know Hardin County wants to get up and down the floor. We'll see how Jones County can match that up with their defensive intensity. This is not the only game across the state. We have a total of 16 games going on tonight, all girls basketball, as Class A SoDak 16 is going on and Class B SoDak 16. Your matchups for Class A SoDak 16 tonight, all on fairly neutral floors. Number 1 seed Hamlin in Class A, they are taking on Sisseton. Number 2 seed Mapayalluta, undefeated on the season. They'll be up against McCook Central Montrose. Wagner is taking on Del Rapids. Sioux Valley goes up against number 13 seed St. Thomas More. That game is over in Chamberlain tonight. Lennox is up against Miller. I think that should be a good one there. Also, Sioux Falls Christian, last year's state champions. They're taking on Groton area. West Central will go up against Mobridge Pollock. And Rapid City Christian takes on Lakota Tech. And that game will be over in Wall, tipping off about the same time we do tonight here on KDSJ. That's Class A as they try to punch their tickets to their respective state tournament next weekend. Class B, we'll keep a little bit closer eye on that one tonight as 8 games, so 8 winners going to Brookings next weekend. The number 1 team in the state is Lyman. They'll be taking on McIntosh. Let's see, Parkston goes up against DeSmit. Last year's state champion Bennett County, they go up against Ipswich. And then Ethan will take on DeBrook area. Coleman again will take on Warner. Number 6 seed Hardin County Ranchers up against number 11 seed Jones County. Hardin County had to travel 83 miles. Jones County from Myrtle, South Dakota, and home of the Car Museum, they had to go 181 miles. So if you're playing the neutral floor, try to give it a little bit to the better team in the seating. And Hardin County Ranchers, yes, they have showed up for their fans tonight. Centerville will take on Highmore Herald, and Waubay Summit takes on Corsica Stickney. Those are your matchups tonight in Class B SoDak 16. Clayson Davis, any thoughts before we hit the break?
It's going to be a fast and physical game. Both teams want to dictate pace, and like what we heard from both coaches, whoever's going to be able to run their tempo of offense and get each other out of the paint and rebound. Those are the 3 keys for both teams. For Jones County, you want to slow things down, not have Hardin County just blitz you from the start. And if you're a rancher, use your depth, use your speed to punch your 3rd straight ticket to state.
March Mayhem Week continues here on KDSJ Sports. We're back with your starting lineup coming up next.
Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
No matter what life throws in your direction, Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish reminds you to make you and your family's dental health a top priority. Putting off small problems now can lead to big ones later. We are small enough to feel like family, but big enough to bring you the latest technology. Before your lives get too hectic with school, sports, and other extracurricular activities, schedule a comprehensive exam now. We love our patients. Celebrating 50 years of dentistry in Spearfish.
Let our family care for your family.
Real value starts at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, your hometown dealer on West Jackson and Spearfish. Shop our wide selection, schedule expert service, and see the just-arrived Jeep Cherokee and Jeep Grand Cherokee. We're dedicated to helping you drive home happy, whether you're searching for a new ride or keeping yours running strong. Stop in or visit our website to experience the Junix difference. Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, where service, selection, and savings come together for you.
Make eating better, easy with Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish. Just because you're in a hurry doesn't mean you can't eat better. Made-to-order smoothies, wraps, sandwiches, and flatbreads that instantly boost your mood, all with delivery available. Plus, check out all the different flavors of smoothie bowls, salads, and even breakfast items. Located off I-90, exit 14 on Platinum Drive, just down the hill from the Holiday Inn. Eat well, live well at Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish.
Well, we laid the foundation. We had your matchup menu. Now let's get to your starting lineups being brought to you this evening by Dana Dental Arts in Spearfish. Let our family care for your family. It's a matchup in Class B SoDak 16. Number 6 seed Hardin County and number 11 seed Jones County. Clayson Davis with tonight's starters for the Coyotes.
And looking at the Coyote starters tonight, they'll start like this. Number 2, a 5'7" freshman guard/forward, Aubrey Tucker, averaging 11.7 points a contest, 41% from behind the arc. Mallory Vennard, the hero versus Wall, averaging 7.7 points a contest. She's wearing number 3, a 5'8" senior guard/forward. Also starting in the lineup, Sonny Valberg, 5'9" junior forward, dealing with an ankle injury, but like we heard from head coach Scott Matthews, it's not going to get better. Might as well play through it, and she's been playing through it well this end of the season. Brianna Askey's a 5'10" sophomore forward/center, leading scorer on the team, averaging around 13.4 points contest, wearing number 12. And number 25, JC Jensen, a 5'8" junior guard/forward, wearing number 25, 5.5 points a contest, averaging 4 rebounds a game as well. Those are your Jones County Lady Coyotes starting the lineups under the direction of head coach Scott Matthews.
And your home team on the scoreboard will be the Hardin County Ranchers with a record of 21-1 on the season. Here's how they'll start tonight. Number 20, Macy Went. She's a junior guard at 5'9". Number 22, Camry Patton is a 5'9" sophomore guard. Getting the start, number 24, Rayleigh Hunsucker, a 5'4" senior guard. Number 30, Kaylin Patton is a 5'6" senior forward. And wrapping up the starting 5 is the post player, number 44, Brandon Patton. She's a 5'9" junior forward. So the Ranchers will go with a junior, sophomore, senior, junior. Head coach of the Hardin County Ranchers, Jay Wallman, and he's assisted by Coach G, Ray Ginsbaugh. That's your starters tonight, once again being brought to you by Dana Dental Arts, where let our family care for your family. We're about ready to go as the Ranchers are in the home white jerseys with purple lettering across the front, spelling out Ranchers, purple numbers, and the Jones County Coyotes with the blue road uniforms, orange trim, Lady Coyotes across the front and a white, kind of that Boise State look for Jones County. They'll be the visiting team, Hardin County, the home team. Thanks for watching on KDSJ-TV and right here on KDSJ Radio. And the tip goes to the Hardin County Ranchers. Our tip-off time, 6:05 in the 6:05. As the Ranchers have it to start things, as they go left to right on the radio dial and your TV screen. As they started with Wint, Camry Patton. Now they go inside. The shot is up and no good. First opportunity there for the Ranchers. Hardly hits the rim.
Yeah, good defensive possession by the Coyotes. Now getting behind the Ranchers defense, but you can't turn the ball over as Harding County will feast on opponent turnovers.
Speaking of steals, Harding County Ranchers average over 20 steals a game. And one of them is Camry Patton. She averages almost 6 steals a game. Ranchers will get after it defensively, but they will start on offense now as they have it on the far side to the high post, getting into the lane. The layup is no good. A little bit better possession that time, but it comes up empty for the Ranchers.
Yeah, good job by Jones County at forcing one shot and getting an immediate rebound to help limit opportunities for the Ranchers on offense.
And here's the Jones County Coyotes, and it's taken away by Kaylin Patton. The give and go. Here is the layup, and that is missed by Macy Went. Rebounded by the Jones County Coyotes. Deflection, and the Ranchers get their 3rd steal of the game already. Just about 2 minutes into the contest, but the Ranchers come up cold from the field.
Yeah, Jones County getting lucky and not letting these turnovers turn into second chance opportunities for the Ranchers, but they haven't been able to have a full offensive set on their half-court offense yet this game.
Rayleigh Hunsucker gets rid of the basketball over to Macy Wentz. Good crowd on hand from both of these towns, coming from the Murdo area and northwestern South Dakota and Buffalo. There's the three-pointer. It's up and good. Connected by Kaylin Patton, the senior at 5'6" forward, gets him on the board.
Kaylin Patton, nice-looking shot, and then here's that full-court pressure to force jump balls, and it will stay here with Jones County, but we'll be saying the last name Patton a lot. Kaylin Patton sometimes will be overlooked by Camry Patton, Braden Patton, but the senior can shoot it very well from the outside, as we see on the first tray of the day by Camry.
The Ranchers, you could put a starting 5 of Pattons out there because there's 5 of them. Here's Jones County almost over and back. That was close. They get it across as you see that on KDSJ-TV. Three-pointers on the way. It's good. And we're tied up at 3 early on. The three-pointer by J.C. Jensen.
J.C. Jensen had a wide open look, and it's not easy to get open looks from behind the arc versus this Rancher squad. So once you do have an opportunity, you have a few seconds to pull the trigger, and Jensen did just that.
Ranchers with the back, top of the key. Here is Kaylin Patton. Goes on over to Camry Patton for a three-pointer. That's going to be off the rim. No good. Loose ball on the floor, and Jones County's right there.
A good job by Jones County, but you got to be able to control the pass. And once you get the steal by Camry Patton, she knows what to do with it, and she takes it straight to the hoop.
Lady Ranchers already with 4 steals so far in this first quarter. We're 3 minutes in. Long shot, no good by Jones County. They hustle for it. Goes out of bounds, and we're going to have our first foul of the game.
Foul is going to be something to keep in touch with as well. Jones County, much smaller bench, really can't afford to get into foul trouble. Harding County, they have Ranchers galore they can put into the game if someone gets in foul trouble, and they all play the exact same way.
Class B girls basketball, there's 80 teams. We're down to 16 tonight in the SoDak 16. We got 2 of them here, Jones County and Harding County. Harding County with the lead, 5-3. 4:43 left to go, first quarter.
And a steal, another steal forced by Rayleigh Hunsucker. You got to keep conscious mindfulness of the basketball. I don't know why I worded it that way.
I was wondering too.
I like using big words. It makes me sound more hypothetical. As you got to be able to keep in mind where the ball is at all times, because Harding County will snatch it from you at a moment's notice.
Three-pointer no good by Hunsucker. The 5'4" senior misses for long range. She'll be getting taken out. And coming in run the first one off the bench is Satin Wilson, the junior guard.
Full court pressure again by Harding County. Jones County able to break it. Now can they set up anything on offense?
Here's the jump shot. It is good by Jones County as Sonny Volberg, the junior, makes the bucket.
Coach Matthews referenced that to our pregame show. Once they get behind the press, Harding County doesn't have very many defenders back on defense, so they'll have open opportunities. Got to be able to hit those shots.
From the right end of your radio dial, Harding County gets it into the paint, and they'll be fouled. That'll be the first foul on the Jones County Lady Coyotes as we're tied up at 5. 4:02 left to play here in the first quarter. On a neutral floor here in Spearfish tonight, as Jones County and Harding County meets up in the Black Hills. Beautiful day for travel today. You will be on the road tomorrow heading east out to Mitchell to cover the Spearfish Lady Spartans and the Mitchell Colonels on KDSJ-TV.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one over at Mitchell in the brand new high school gym that we rave so much about. free throws, one of the things that you talked with head coach Jay Wallman, something that the Ranchers have struggled with in years past, but going 2 for 2 from the charity stripe was Camry Patton.
So now the Ranchers take back the lead 7-5. Jones County, a key in this game, you just got to hang on to the basketball. Give yourself a chance to put up some shots because Harding County, like I said, likes to steal the basketball.
And also they'll trap you as well, so you got to keep your ball movement and control the basketball as well.
Shot is up and no good that time by the Coyotes. Ball goes out of bounds. It did hit the rim, so a fresh 35 here for Jones County. They'll have it right underneath their own basket, and a sub in for the Ranchers.
Number 21, Carson Page, 6-foot sophomore forward, checks into the game. Tallest girl on the Ranchers squad.
Here's Jones County with the basketball. Mallory Vennard, a pass inside, hits the backboard, and then takes a bounce off the floor and goes out of bounds. Looks like it was off of a Lady Rancher, so that did not hit the rim. So 29 on the shot clock, 3:27 left to go here in the first quarter. Just underway for Spearfish. A high pass goes into the backcourt, not over and back. So Jones County can set up their offense if they can get into it. Here's a three on the way, rimmed out, no good by JC Jensen.
Good looking shot by Jensen. She was a quick catch and shoot, something that Jones County will probably try to do a lot tonight to not give Harding County a chance to swarm.
Rancher fans come to their feet after three-pointer is good by Camry Patton. She has all of the points for the Ranchers so far as they have a 10-5 lead. Rebound by Carson Page. As Clayson mentioned, the tallest girl on the team for the Ranchers coming in off the bench. Pass goes over to Macy Wallman, who also comes in off the bench as well. Here's Wilson. Wilson feeds it inside, and a layup is good. Good job by Carson Page to run her lane.
Carson Page had her defender sealed to the rim. That allowed her an easy layup after a perfect pass from the Ranchers.
12-5. Harding County up to their biggest lead so far, 7 points. 2:22 left to play, first quarter.
Oh, can't pick up your dribble in that corner because the Ranchers will feast, and they do so there. Not before we had a timeout by head coach Scott Matthews.
Was the timeout before they lost the basketball?
It was.
Okay, so just Coach Matthews knows when to save possessions, and he did right there.
He only's got 5 timeouts to use, so we'll see how many of those he wants to use here early. And keep in mind to tell his Coyotes, you can't pick up the ball in the corner. If you do, you better have a plan. If not, you better have a shot, because Harding County will swarm when they see a chance.
Some Harding County sponsors tonight right here on KDSJ Sports. We want to say thanks to the folks up at H&L Super Value. Also West River Cooperative Telephone and Grand Electric. And thanks to Pioneer Bank and their Buffalo branch. Some of the sponsors coming on board for the SoDak 16 in Class B girls basketball. The winner moves on to the state tournament in Brookings next weekend, and they get to play 3 more games. As Harding County and Jones County meet up here in Spearfish tonight, the Ranchers 21-1. That lone loss was against Corsica Stickney, which is
the 9 seed, I believe.
In Class B, yep. And that was over the Corn Palace in Mitchell. As Harding County, their lone defeat there. And now we have an inadvertent buzzer going off. So, let's see.
Oops.
Yep, Eric Lappy over there, working for Spearfish High School here.
Of course, gives us time to name our law on the court. Being brought to you by the folks at the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Tonight's officials, Nick Gottlieb, Matt Gottlieb, and Becca Walters.
Becca Walters used to play for Black Hill State women's basketball. Matt Gottlieb works for the Spearfish School District.
What about Nick Gottlieb?
Nick Gottlieb does.
Okay.
Nick, there's too many Gottliebs to go around. Matt, I don't know. What do you do? I don't know.
He referees basketball.
Okay. Well, he's waiting for the other 2 officials so he can hand the basketball off to a Jones County Coyote there in the baseline. But they're still discussing things. Something with a clock issue. They're going to reset the shot clock to 18. So that's why, yeah, Lappy buzzed it because the shot clock was wrong, and he said, I don't want this to be wrong. 3-pointer off the mark there by the Jones County Coyotes, Julia Kinsley.
Off the races.
Yeah, here comes the Ranchers going left to right in a hurry. Loose ball on the floor. Jones County gets it, jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Ranchers.
Good job by Jones County. Right there, Johnny on the spot. I believe that was number 4. And Sunny Valberg forcing the jump ball and making Hardin County run a half-court set.
Pass goes inside, another nice post play. Finishing down there is Carson Page.
That's the second time Carson Page was wide open in the middle of the lane at the block.
And then they get a steal. And the layup is good by Hunsucker. If I was to keep track of these steals, I would run out of room. Three-pointer by Jones County, no good. It's a 1 and out by the Coyotes. Rebounded that time by Page. She outlets it down the floor. They go to Camry Patton.
You got to be able to keep track of Page. She's been able to get open a few times there underneath the block. See how the Coyotes respond.
Out to Macy Wallman for 3, no good. And it's rebounded here by the Coyotes. Two schools didn't get much time to practice here in this gym, about 20, 30 minutes before the game. And one, Jones County with a layup. That is good by Mallory Vennard.
Vennard only had 5 points the last contest versus Wall, but those 5 points were the go-ahead points to not only tie the game, but a 3-point shot, but also a layup to take the lead versus the Eagles. Off to a quick start of the chance with a 3-point play for the lone senior for the Coyotes.
They have 1 senior and 1 junior on their roster. 2 juniors, excuse me. Sunny Valberg and J.C. Jensen to go along with the senior, Vennard. So a very young Jones County team as they made the bucket, but not the free throw. Here's the Ranchers. And pass over to the near side. Intended that time for Rayleigh Hunsucker, goes off her hand and out of bounds.
That's one thing for Jones County that Coach Matthews wants to see, and that is a slower tempo type of game. Make Hardin County run a half-court set offensively, and that not only slows the game down, doesn't allow the Ranchers to get out and run, but also helps keeps your girls fresh, as not a very deep bench for Jones County.
Jones County with the basketball going right to left. And they pick up the basketball, go over to the side. They get it to Tucker, baseline, and it'll stay with Jones County. They've definitely been able to practice their inbounds plays here, as they've had a lot of strip balls by the Hardin County Rancher defense. Jones County looking around, they do get it in. Now back outside to the inbounder. She then hands it off. Numbers are kind of hard to see from way up here. Jones County getting through a trap. Now a three-pointer is no good.
Got to get back on defense if you're Jones County, as
Hardin County's got that kind of looked out. You know, when they shoot threes, it's going to be a long rebound. And they were right there, Johnny, on the spot.
Askey on the steal, stepping right in front of Patton. Haven't said her name a lot tonight, but able to get the steal.
Turnaround jump shot, no good with about 3 seconds left to go. And there is your first half buzzer. As the number 6 seed, Hardin County Lady Ranchers lead number 11 seed, Jones County, and the SoDak 16. Hardin County 16 and Jones County 7. We'll be back with your second quarter as we continue with March Mayhem Week and Ranchers Coyotes in 1 minute.
Whether you've lived here for years or if you're new to town, everyone wants to know the best place to buy a quality pre-owned car, truck, and SUV, or where to go to have your current ride kept in shape. Brandon Kemp here from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Need new tires? We got them, all major brands. Your brakes squeaking, or do you just hear something that's not quite right? We can help. Or maybe you're looking to upgrade to something a little more suitable. Well, you came to the right place. Superior Auto Solutions on Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish, or find us online at superiorautost.com.
The Stadium Sports Grill is where sports fans meet in Spearfish. The Stadium is locally owned and operated, and they carry the NFL ticket, NBA package, college sports pack, and stream all BHSU and Spearfish Spartan sporting events. Their famous steak tips and hand-patty burgers will satisfy any sports fan. The Stadium is a full bar and grill, open daily for lunch at 11 a.m. and serving brunch on Sundays starting at 10. Plus, don't forget the scoreboard on Ryan Road next to Safeway. See you soon at the Stadium Sports Grill, Main Street, Spearfish.
And welcome back here to the Spearfish High School gym as the Spartans are hosting this neutral site game for the SoDak 16. Not a whole lot of games West River when it comes this time of the season. So got some local fans in the stands here as well as good crowd from each school. Here's Jones County, open look. They got to drain these, and that one is off the mark, no good by Askey. And it's rebounded by the Rangers. Down the floor they go. Step up three-pointer, Macy went, no good. Ball goes out of bounds right by the cheerleaders of Jones County, and it'll be Coyote basketball.
Yeah, good shot selection by Jones County. They've had many open looks. They just haven't been able to hit them. But on the other side, got to be able to keep control of the ball, and it gets this full-court press.
A steal by Camry Patton. Then she quickly gets it to Macy Wint. It feels like Wint has been playing for the Ranchers for a long time, and she is a junior, and she makes that layup.
I believe she's been playing since an 8th grader.
And that is a jump shot, and it's good by the Jones County Coyotes. We get Tucker into the scorebook. Wint played for Newell and then transferred up to Harding County. Back behind the arc. This is Camry Patton. Over to Wint. This is the slowest I've seen the Rangers in a while. Loose ball on the floor. We have a couple girls diving after it. And jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Rangers.
And that's the style of basketball that Jones County wants to play in this contest, slowing it down, not getting tired, and again, making Harding County have to run through half-court sets instead of just getting easy buckets and easy wide-open shots.
Harding County doubling up Jones County 18-9. 6:45 left to play, second quarter. Shot is up and no good, rebounded by the Coyotes. And
I think we had a hold underneath on one of the Paddons. It was Kaylin Patton teaming up with Camry Patton to try to force a steal off of a rebound.
A little bit of a press put up here by the Ranchers and a travel as they force that as the Coyotes dribbled right into the trap.
And that was a nice trap put up by Harding County and Rayleigh Hunsucker, and then coming up from the backside at the front man of that press in Camry Patton. Camry came up from the backside and Jones County was not ready for it.
Both teams have scored 2 points in the second quarter, and the Rangers turn the ball over with a travel.
So now a 3-2 press for the Ranchers. It's been giving Jones County trouble breaking it here the last few possessions. They're able to get by half court this time.
Here's Mallory Vennard. She loses the basketball. Another steal for the Rangers, dribbling the ball down the floor. Now feeding it inside. Layup is good.
Camry Patton forcing the steal, get it up to Kaylin Patton, and the Ranchers, once they get underneath the basket off of a steal, it's super easy to set up their offense.
Then Macy Wint with a steal as the Ranchers up by 11.
And now a steal back from Jones County.
As we go back and forth, Mallory Vennard with it. Now goes over to Jensen. Jensen, top of the key to Volberg. Another steal by the Ranchers.
Another steal by Camry Patton as well.
And it's a layup is good.
Camry Patton forcing another steal. That's why she might lead the entire class in steals, might even lead all of girls basketball in steals per contest.
Broke a school record for how many steals in a season, and she averages almost 6 steals a game. It is their leading scorer as well at 12.3 points per game. And the shot is up and no good by the Jones County Coyotes, starting to dig themselves a hole here as the Ranchers have extended their lead up to 13.
At Jones County, one thing that Harding County's been able to do is trap pretty much whoever has the ball, and that allows the Coyotes to have someone wide open on the floor, but just with the ball pressure makes it hard for Jones County to find who's open off of these double teams.
And we will have a timeout called by head coach Jay Wallman and the Harding County Ranchers, as that is their first timeout that they've taken. We say thanks to some more of our sponsors tonight, including Butte County Equipment in Belfouche. They're on throughout the season, plus they're coming on board for this Harding County matchup. Also thanks to Rollin' in the Dough Bakery and Southwest Healthcare Services. As we hit up tonight's Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard here, as we have a second, as SoDak 16 night tonight in Class A and Class B girls basketball.
Yeah, let's start off with Class B scores. Corsica Stickney, who beat these Harding County Ranchers, they're moving on to state, a 38-32 win over Wabash Summit. Parkston moving on to the Class B state tournament, a winner over DeSmet 40-36. Lyman all over McIntosh, 53-18 left in the fourth. Bennett County looking for a repeat in the girls Class B state tournament. They're moving on after beating Ipswich in Winter High School 72-21. Coleman Egan all over Warner 20-9. Centerville over Highmore Herald 12-0. Ethan leading Dubrook area 35-7. And Class A girls basketball regionals. Sioux Valley beating St. Thomas More 49-29. Lennox over Miller 62-33. Number 1 Makpia Luta on a revenge trip trying to make it back to the Class A tournament and maybe pull off a championship run, beating McCook Central Montrose 79-21. Sioux Falls Christian, last year's Class A state champions, currently leading Groton area 15-5 at the start of the second.
That is your Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Back to live action here as the Ranchers have it after the Coach Wallman timeout. They get the basketball around the floor, but then lose it on the bounce pass, and it's kept alive by the Ranchers. Jones County wanted a turnover. Here's a three by Wallman. Good. The 8th grader steps up, coming in off the bench, and Macy Wallman with the three-pointer.
Wallman, statistically the best three-point shooter as well, and there's that trap at the right at half court by Harding County. It's very rare to see a team be so good defensively, and they could trap literally anywhere on the floor. Again, Jones County, they'll have someone open with all these double teams from the Ranchers, but the immediate ball pressure makes it so hard to try to find that open person when there's 2 Ranchers swarming in your face.
Camry Penn goes over to Wilson, back to Camry. You really don't know who the starters and the reserves are because the 5 starters haven't had to play a whole lot throughout the season because all those blowouts. And then they bring in,
gotta get rid of it,
the second string, and they're just about as good as the first string.
One thing with Jones County, every single rebound you get will be contested. And 2 Ranchers, again, coming up to try to force the steal. They don't really want to run half-court sets. They're able to, but again, if they're able to get easy points in transition, it makes it easy.
We have a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Jones County as Harding County has outscored Jones County 9-2 in this second quarter. 3:53 left to play.
Trap right on the half court. Again, 2 Ranchers right around the ball at all times, and there's a 3rd Rancher always coming up to take away that immediate kick-out pass as well.
A reach-in foul going to be called on Harding County.
Camry Padden, it's her second.
Team foul 2 here in this second quarter.
I don't know if we've seen very many subs from Jones County. So we'll see how much gas these Coyotes have after halftime.
So now the Coyotes with it at the free throw line. They hand it off, try to go inside, got blocked by the rim. They get the offensive rebound. I thought the shot clock would have reset, but Jones County puts it up real quick. They miss it again. Went up ahead, and this will end up in the front corridor here as it goes out of bounds. Wilson couldn't catch up with it. Now Harding County puts that press back on. Jones County dribbles right into a trap.
That's what you can't do, especially with the press. Got to have quick ball movement, quick decisions. It's hard to dribble through a press, especially when you don't have an open lane. Jones County didn't have a lane, dribbles right again into another double team. And once that trap is set, there's another Rancher coming up to take away the outlet pass.
Three-pointer this time, no good by Wint. And it's rebounded there by Jones County.
Honestly, Jones County's done a really good job of forcing the Ranchers into one-shot possessions, but the real difference of this game, much like for the Ranchers really the entire season, is turnovers and points off those turnovers.
Ranchers did a terrific job in their Region 8 contest defensively, and they're showing it here, limiting just 9 points to Jones County as Macy Wint scores her second field goal. It's now 27-9. Here's another steal by the Ranchers. Give and go to Wint. Yes. Just unrelentless defense right now by the Lady Ranchers.
I feel like I'm watching the Super Bowl all over again, watching the Seahawks defense play, always around the ball, and Harding County forcing multiple turnovers, 3 straight turnovers, 3 straight layups for Wint.
Wallman with the steal, passes it up ahead to Wint, and she was the one that scored. And this is getting out of hand real quick. Now 31-9, the Ranchers with the lead and outscoring Jones County 16-2 in this second quarter. Checking out of the game will be Wallman, as that was a foul on the Ranchers, their third. Underneath, layup is good, and a foul.
That time, Harding County expecting Jones County to throw it in the backcourt. Had an open Coyote on the plus side of the court, able to find her, and then getting to the line, getting the and one. Really the first bucket for Brianna Askey, the leading scorer for Jones County.
So she'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play, and she does not off the back rim. And it's rebounded there by number 30, Kaylin Patton, who has 5 points tonight. Here is Went. She's been on fire as of late. Goes over here to Hunsucker, into the block. Layup no good that time by Page. Defensive rebound by Jones County. This is the only way you're not going to be going up against that press, is get those defensive rebounds. Three-pointer on the way off the mark that time by Jensen. Rebounded by the Ranchers. Ranchers like to go fast-paced up and down the floor. It can go from a 6-point game to 16 in a heartbeat.
And that's a big reason Macy Went. It does feel like she's been playing forever, and this is what she's done really her entire high school career. She's only a junior, will have another year left with the Harding County Lady Ranchers, but again, the Ranchers, they can go from 0 to 60 in a moment's notice, both offensively and defensively. Went had an opportunity to really blow this game wide open and score in double digits.
First free throw, no good. The Ranchers on the season averaging about 61% at the free throw line. Went is a 60% free throw shooter.
He goes 0 for 2, and the rebound for Jones County. And that allows this Rancher defense to back off of missed shots, and Jones County can breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief when they get across half court without someone in their face.
And would have had an open layup, but just couldn't contain the dribble as he dribbles it off her foot out of bounds. As Jones County coming right across the I-90 today into the west. And then Harding County Ranchers on the bus making the road trip out straight north, down through Bell and into Spearfish.
Sunny Wahlberg checks back in for the Jones County Lady Coyotes, and Wallman back in for Harding County.
And Wallman with it. Lays it up
nice.
To Page, and that's good. Page has just done a terrific job of positioning, and her teammates know exactly where she's going to be.
Yeah, this time on the pick and roll. Page acting like she was going to set a screen. Jones County wanted to defend a three-point line, and then right off the roll, you see that on our Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay. Page, easy layup off the roll.
As we say thanks to some more of our sponsors tonight, including the Stadium Sports Grill right here in Spearfish. I know a lot of Rancher fans make that a nice stop here in town. And also thanks to A&J Screen Printing and Pillin Optical over in Rapid City, on board with us throughout the season. Jones County goes bottom block. Oh boy, way too far underneath. Then she shot it and it hit the back of the backboard.
And I don't think there's a rim on that side, Cody.
63 seconds left to play here in the first half. Ranchers up 33-11, setting the tone here about midway through that first quarter as they led it after one, 16-7. Here's another pass. It goes to Page.
Another pick and roll and another wide open layup for Page. Harding County, and again, just dictating this entire game now on the offensive side without forcing many turnovers in as many minutes.
As they try to go baseline, Jones County fadeaway shot is going to be a foul, and this will be, well, it don't matter if it's in the process of shooting or not. It's going to be the fifth team foul on Harding County, so shooting two free throws will be Jones County.
I do not see the number. It sounds like Tucker, Aubrey Tucker, the 5'7" freshman guard, leading scorer, second leading scorer, and she hits the first free throw.
5 girls have scored for Jones County, all of them with field goals, as the first one is good. Second one, good as well.
Those free points, hidden points in this contest, Jones County will need to make every single bucket count here the rest of this 25 seconds of this quarter and the rest of the second half in this game.
Top of the key are the Ranchers. Over to Wallman, pump fake, now to the elbow, back outside. Long three is up and no good by Hunsucker. And Good hustle for the rebound, and then a terrific pass, and it almost ended up with a bucket. But Paige is relentless. She gets the offensive rebound and up and in. My goodness, Caitlin Patton threw that behind her back, and it went right to Paige. She missed the layup, but then she gets the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in, and it's all Ranchers heading into the half.
It was a great hustle play by Caitlin Patton. Ball was going out of bounds. If there's a loose ball, the Ranchers and head coach Jay Wallman, their mentality is if there's a loose basketball on the floor, that is ours, and we will do everything in our power to get it. Able to throw it back. Paige, Johnny on the spot. She has had a monster first quarter.
And
first half.
Right now, Harding County Ranchers lead it at the break, 37-13. And Class B, SoDak 16, number 6 seed Harding County Ranchers trying to make a statement and punch their ticket to state.
Whatever the weather, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating keeps you in the comfort zone with expert heating and air conditioning repair or replacement from American Standard Mitsubishi. For over 70 years, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating has delivered quality service to the Northern Hills and Northeast Wyoming. When you need timely, expert service for heating, cooling, or plumbing, call 605-642-5755 or search Wolf's Plumbing and Heating and stay in the comfort zone.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
Fisher Sand and Gravel of Spearfish supports community and school athletics. Plus, they support community development with services in and around the Black Hills. Fisher is an aggregate company headquartered in Spearfish with 2 local commercial quarries in Beulah and Newcastle, Wyoming. They sell all sizes of aggregates for commercial and individual projects from a pickup load to thousands of tons. Whatever you need, Fisher Sand and Gravel, proud supporter of all community, college, and high school athletics. Good luck to all teams and athletes competing in today's game.
It's back. The $9.95 Thursday Steak Special returns to Deadwood at Maverick Steak and Cocktails. As you dine on delicious bites, watch the Gold Dust Casino action from a table overlooking the gaming floor. Enjoy over 200 of the newest slot machines and table games in Deadwood. Then use your club card for great discounts at the 2 hotels located off Main Street, right in the middle of the action. Get reservations today by calling 605-559-1400 or visiting golddustdeadwood.com.
In a land of clutter.
And welcome back here to the Spearfish High School as the Spartans are a host site for the Class B SoDak 16. Number 11 seed Jones County Coyotes come in with a record of 15-5 with a thrilling victory over Wall last week to punch their ticket to this matchup tonight. And then the number 6 seed Harding County Lady Ranchers, they haven't got much respect across the state in those polls this year. They really haven't played that tough a competition, but when you just need to win. And tonight they're showing it as they were up 16-7 after the first quarter and now up by 24 points at halftime, 37-13. Here's Clayson Davis with a first half recap.
Now looking at our first half recap and a look at our Tropical Smoothie Cafe highlight reel here on KDSJ-TV with our Wolf's Plumbing and Heating halftime show being brought to you by Wolf's here in Spearfish. Give them a call at 605-642-5755 or see more at wolfph.com. In all reality, if you take away all these turnovers, it's probably a pretty close game. However, there just happens to be a lot of turnovers, especially forced by Harding County, which has been their MO since the start of the season. First quarter, both teams able to feel each other out. I thought Jones County did a good job of slowing the pace down to start the contest and not let Harding County get out and run. They did an okay job keeping the ball under possession to start the game, but had some open shots, have been able to hit all of them. Both teams really hit and miss from the outside in terms of shooting, but again, the major difference in this game, it's been turnovers forced by Harding County, like we've said multiple times. Harding County, anytime that there's someone dribbling the ball, it's going to take two Ranchers to catch up to it and force the trap. They can trap anywhere here on the floor. They've done that tonight. And those steals and just that sound defense, pressure defense from Coach Jay Wallman, always having a Rancher in the outlet lane to force the steal whenever there's ball pressure. That makes it easy for Harding County to force that many turnovers this season. Camry Patton went off in terms of steals. I think she has as many steals as many points this contest. And also Carson Page coming up big in the second half. As Harding County hit a few open shots from behind the arc, that allowed Page to set some screens, open up some Ranchers beyond the arc to get the ball moving around the perimeter. And Page has been wide open on those pick and rolls in the middle of the lane. She's had a really good half as well, as we'll hear from Cody in a matter of moments with scoring. But for Jones County, now you've dealt with the pressure. You can only simulate it so much in practice, but now you have had 16 minutes to really deal with it, focus with it. And all in reality, Jones County's done a good job of keeping Harding County in check in their half-court sets. They just haven't been able to hit very many shots whenever they're on offense. And again, holding on to the ball is going to be the number one, possibly the only key for Jones County to come back in this contest.
They've had some good shots offensively, just have not been able to go. So when they can get the defensive rebound and get down the floor, don't have to go up against the press, Jones County can be successful. But they have dug themselves a 24-point hole here at halftime, as our halftime show being brought to you by Wolf's Plumbing and Heating in Spearfish. Call 605-642-5755 or see more at wolfph.com. They say stats don't lie. Well, when I was looking at the Harding County stats today, I see Camry Patton almost averaging 6 steals per game. I know that's no way. Well,
499 total team steals on this season.
Well, Coach G doesn't mess up on stats. And so Camry Patton with a school record, we found out, in steals in a year. And then I looked down further, steals per game for the Harding County Ranchers, averaging 22 steals a game. And I'm like, that can't be true. Well, we've seen at least 11.
It makes sense.
Yes, it does make sense. So, again, stats don't lie, and let's have a look at some more of those stats. These may lie because I'm not that good.
We're not mathematicians at KDSJ Sports.
Unofficially.
There's a reason why we talk for a living.
Yeah.
And not do rocket science or be an accountant. We pay people to do that.
Yeah, and we try to look good doing it. Here's Jones County stats. 4 points for Tucker. 2 points from Mallory Vennard. She needs a wake up. 2 points from Volberg. 2 points from Askey. Only 1 field goal for her. I thought she would have more by now, but again, relentless pressure and defense by Harding County. And then a main 3 by J.C. Jensen. For the Harding County Ranchers, 6 different girls scored. 1 is already into double figures, and I don't think she had a shot more than 6 feet away from the hoop. That would be Carson Page off the bench with 10 points. She's been given some nice passes. All those assists by Harding County in the first half. They're averaging around 17 assists per game. That's terrific for girls basketball. And then 9 points from Camry Patton, 3 points from Macy Wallman. She made it 3 in the first half off the bench. Hunsucker has 2 points. She is a senior starter. And then 5 points from Kaylin Patton, and she is a starter for Harding County. That does add up to 37 points. Harding County made 3 3-pointers, and Jones County made 1. At the free throw line, Jones County made 2 free throws, and Harding County had 2 free throws made as well. Ranchers relentless defense, and defense turns into offense as they have the advantage 37-13. We're at our halftime break. Let's have a look at our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. It's all about girls high school basketball across the state tonight. Class A SoDak 16, Class B SoDak 16. Here's Clayton Davis with more.
And taking a look at our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard here in Spearfish at 644 West Jackson. Give them a call at 605-644-7773 or see more at junix.com. Start off in Class A, SoDak 16. Sioux Valley punching their ticket to Rapid City. Or is it Rapid City? I can't remember. But either way, they're moving on to the state tournament.
Class A, I believe, is in
Sioux Falls?
Watertown? I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's in Watertown. Yep. In Watertown. Anyway, either way, Sioux Valley's going. St. Thomas More's not. 49-29. Lennox beating Miller 62-33. Makpia Luta back in the state tournament, beating McCook Central Montrose 79-21. Sioux Falls Christian over Groton area 24-10. Wagner over Del Rapids 31-23. Hamlin over Sisselton at the half 29-26. West Central over Mobert Pollock 22-14. Lakota Tech leading Rapid City Christian in the 8-9 game 35-32 at the halftime. And Class B girls basketball quickly. Corsica Stickney over Walbury Summit 38-32. And Parkston over DeSmet 40-36.
Well, we're going the other way now in the second half as Jones County goes left to right. Still wearing the same jerseys. And the shot is up and good. And that will be the first field goal made, and that is by Tucker. Here comes the Ranchers just like that. At the other end, it is Macy Wentz now with 10 points.
Both teams able to get points early, and again, even off made baskets, allowed Harding County to get another steal off the press and another Wentz layup.
She did that for a stretch in the second quarter. Page has done it, and it's all coming off of those steals as the Ranchers now up 41-15. We're 45 seconds into this third quarter, and we're already out to fast pace.
Wow.
How about that? Nice spin off the backboard, and it's up and good. Tucker with the hoop in the harm.
You said Tucker needed to wake up, Cody, and I think she has here in the beginning moments. And I want to make a note on Askey. Again, leading scorer for the Jones County Coyotes, but she just haven't had very many opportunities to just touch the ball unless she's forcing a steal on defense, as Harding County's done a great job keeping Jones County out of the paint.
Coach Woman shows number 4. I don't know what play that is. Hopefully the girls do.
It's the play after 3, I think.
Outside three-pointer on the way, no good. And loose ball goes into the hands of Jones County.
Smart by Jones County to pull up the dribble and let the Harding County Ranchers fly by so you don't have to deal with that full court pressure.
Good crowd on hand for both teams in the lower bowl here at the Spearfish High School gym with student sections and parents. And three-pointers no good. And it's rebounded by the Ranchers as they kind of run into each other. Needed maybe a crossing guard there. Here's Went into the lane, no good.
That time, Jones County able to keep Harding County out of the paint, but when you pick up your dribble, it's going to be hard to find open shooters because your nearest outlet pass is going to be contested as well by Harding County.
A little over a minute and a half gone by here, third quarter. We have our first sub in for the Ranchers, and checking into the game is Page. Now, Jones County doesn't go much to their bench. They only have actual 4 girls suited up on their bench. The Ranchers have a clear another 5.
Jones County just right now stagnant on offense. They want to look to the inside, but just not allowing to get the ball into Askey at all.
Page is doing a great job defensively. Now in the paint, do we have a travel, a jump ball, or a foul?
Jump ball, as once that ball gets underneath the rim, Harding County is swarming right to the basketball to either force a steal or even if a shot does get put up, they're going to be right there for the rebound.
Bounce pass inside Page. All she has to do is turn around. Nice post move, and she lays it up and in.
Yeah, Page able to have a defender on her backside, able to feel where that defender's at and make the correct post move at the block. Clinic tape from Page, who's having a monster game.
Speaking of tape, other teams that are watching this that are going to Class B tonight are probably watching this and saying, how in the world are we going to go up against Harding County, as they are up 43-18 right now, as that shot hits the side of the, didn't even hit the backboard. It kind of hit one of those wires that are holding up the backboard. Back to the Ranchers we go, up 43-18. First few minutes it was slow getting out of the gates, but since then they've been flawless. And a layup is good for the Harding County Ranchers, and not even breaking a sweat doing it. Kaylin Patton, she now has 7.
Yeah, not only is Harding County's post players really good at making post moves, but they've also sealed off defenders to make a wide open lane for the Ranchers to drive on offense.
Here's a three-pointer on the way for Jones County. That goes good by Jensen. She's got both of their threes tonight. And then Coach Matthews calls a timeout. We need a little breather as well. We're going to take a break here on KDSJ Sports. Thanks for joining us on 980 AM, 103.5 FM, and also through KDSJ-TV. We'll be back in 1 minute.
chaos, the Container Queen has you covered. At False Bottom Creek Containers and Storage, we've got premium containers and custom sheds fit for royalty. Whether you want to buy new or used, she can handle the delivery. High cube, side doors, double doors, you name it, she's got it. Visit fbccontainersandstorage.com or call today. False Bottom Creek Containers and Storage, home of the Container Queen.
And we're back here at the Spearfish High School gym for actually coming in right out of the break. Sorry about that. That was a 30-second timeout that the coach took. I thought it was a minute. So we carry on.
Again, we're not very good at the whole numbers thing.
Here's Wilson, goes over to Wallman. Pressure is not very tight right now by Jones County, and Harding County slips through. The layup is no good by Page. Offensive rebound by Camry Patton inside, back to Page. And again, she doesn't have to venture too far away from the hoop to get those points, as the Ranchers now up by 26 points.
And then a forced travel as well. That time Jones County, this is what pressure can do to your offense, even when there's no one around. It's just that, I don't want to say panic-stricken, but just that intensity can make you commit unforced errors, as you see a travel right there by Jones County when they really didn't have that much pressure.
An offensive foul called here on the Ranchers as Wallman was trying to feed it in off the screen to Page, and got caught with a foul. That is the second foul on the Ranchers. No fouls on Jones County. 4:16 left, third quarter. Harding County up 47-21.
There you go by Jones County, passing the ball around, not letting those traps set in. Of course, right when I say that, a turnover committed.
Another steal by the Ranchers, and then as they try to pass it up the court, there's a reach-in foul.
Coach Wallman plays Madden, which I don't know if he does or not, but if he does, I'm pretty sure his favorite play on defense is engage 8, because it is constant pressure from the start.
I would think that Wallman probably plays a little Madden. He's a football coach for Harding County.
Cover 0 from the jump.
Three-pointer on the way. She was open, and she hits it. That is Kaylin Patton, her second three tonight.
And that's one thing from Harding County that you kind of forget about as we see another steal by the Ranchers and a jump shot from the free throw line, is that once they're able to hit shots from the outside and have to deal with Harding County driving in the lane, it is a very hard team to stop offensively.
Jones County had a 3-on-2, but then a bad pass right over the shoulder of the intended receiver. Goes out of bounds, and now Harding County starting to reload and bring those reserves off the bench with some fresh fuel.
And full timeout by Coach Matthews, as he doesn't have that deep a bench to really sub girls in and out, give them a talk on the bench when they do sub out, so he'll just go ahead and take a minute timeout.
And let's keep it right here as we have some Ranchers sponsors to thank tonight.
Yes, we do.
That is Will Meyer with Ranchers Risk Protection. Thanks to him. Also, Veal's Hay Grinding Service on board tonight for the festivities here from Spearfish. And also, don't forget, at the conclusion of tonight's broadcast, we will choose the Superior Performance courtesy of Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish.
Also coming up tomorrow right here on KDSJ-TV, we are live from not the Corn Palace, but the Mitchell High School. More SoDak 16 girls basketball action live from Mitchell. The Spearfish Lady Spartans, the 10 seed in this year's AA SoDak 16, in a rematch versus the Colonels of Mitchell. Winner moves on to Rapid City to the Summit Arena with the Girls Class AA SoDak 16 tip-off at 5 o'clock, pregame at 4:30. Right here on KDSJ-TV only. And Cody, I think we're busy on the radio tomorrow as well.
Oh my goodness. We pulled it off on Tuesday night doing 3 games at one time. That's why we have all these platforms all for free thanks to our great sponsors. Tomorrow night we have a doubleheader of Yellow Jacket basketball from Grand Junction, Colorado at 5 o'clock, and right here in Spearfish over at the DYC at 7 o'clock. Men's and women's college basketball. KDSJ, this is why we call it March Mayhem Week. Underneath, the pass goes inside to Page, and she will be not fouled. They're going to say it goes out of bounds. The thing about this time of year, your season could come to a close so quickly, and we're just fortunate enough to still be following a lot of these teams here throughout this first week. Three-pointer no good on the way there by Hunsucker, and the putback is good.
That's been a key to the game for both teams, rebounding, points in the paint, and then this second half, it has been Harding County getting offensive boards, boxing out defensively, not allowing Jones County to get very many second chance opportunities that they need to get back in this contest.
And the Coyotes have the basketball on the right end of your radio dial. Here's Askey. She's just asking to get a bucket, and she does not get it. And here comes the Ranchers.
That's one of the few touches Askey's been able to get, as Harding County's done a good job of closing her up inside the lane. Leading scorer for the Coyotes just haven't had really any opportunity to touch the ball.
Wallman, quick off the dribble, no good with the shot. She gets back up after hitting the floor, and here comes the Jones County Coyotes. Out in transition, a shot over the defense, no good. Again, they're getting some good looks. The rim has not been kind, as they scored 7 points in the first, 6 in the second, and now so far 8 here in this third quarter. But I believe we're going to have a running clock here, as the differential is 31 points.
Good math.
52-21.
So yeah, the rest of the second half, unless Jones County can get back within 20, it will go pretty fast, because the running clock will stop once the losing team will get back to within 20 points.
With the basketball is Mallory Vennard. Over on the right wing. Again, great defense there by Hunsucker. And sometimes a person that gets the deflection doesn't get credit for the steal. And here's Jones County, far corner. They're getting into the coffin corner. Now they get it inside. The layup is no good. Offensive rebound, put back, and they will be fouled. Man, you hope just Jones County can keep it going. They are a young team. One senior,
very young team.
2 juniors. And we've watched this Harding County girls go to state 2 years in a row. And they have, I would say, a little dynasty happening up there with this group of girls going through. And you just keep feeding Coach Wallman with paddings. First free throw, no good here by Jones County.
They just keep growing them up there.
And the second free throw is up and no good.
And then Braden Patton on the rebound immediately.
Over in the corner, here is Wallman for 3. That's good. I thought it was going to end up way over the rim.
It hit every part of the rim and then some. And now I think a turnover forced by Harding County. I didn't see exactly what happened, if it was a double dribble or a travel. And they say referee Becca Walters calls it a travel. I didn't even see it, but again, just the pressure from Harding County, it makes the other team commit unforced errors even when there's not a Rancher around.
Macy Wallman with a sweet 3-point stroke there to touch every part of the rim and fall in.
Literally every part of the rim.
30 seconds left to go. About a 3-second shot clock, game clock differential. 3-pointer Hunsucker. No, that was Wilson with a 3, no good. Rebounded here by Jones County. They look to get up down the floor. They missed the layup, but there's going to be a foul.
Yeah, Jones County, it's almost weird when they ever get into the paint or they're at the block, because they just simply have not been able to get there, at least not easily. And when they do eventually find the ball underneath the block, they just haven't been able to get a good post move because they know the Ranchers are swarming fast.
First free throw is up and good by Jones County. I think that's Nix at the line.
It is, Molly Nix, 5'7" sophomore forward, and a timeout on the floor.
As they call the timeout, it'll be a quick
30.
one. So let's remind you of, we're going to be right back here at this very gym on Saturday afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
With the final, could be the first game of 3 games here on KDSJ as well, but we don't know yet, depending on what Black Hill State does. But we know we're going to be here at 3 o'clock for Spearfish Boys, taking on T Area in a rematch of last year's Class AA Boys SoDak 16.
And you and I did that game last year, and that might have been the loudest I've ever heard this gym ever when Spearfish came back in overtime to beat T Area. And the Titans, pretty sure they didn't just simply forget that game as well, coming back to the same gym to play the same team, both teams in the same seed. And that's going to be a good one on Saturday on KDSJ-TV, possibly on KDSJ Radio. Stay tuned to KDSJ's Facebook page for scheduling changes as we go through this March mayhem.
Second free throw, no good. Loose ball on the floor, and it's taken away by the Ranchers. But then it's intercepted by Jones County, and then they get called for the travel. So
an interception by Molly Nix, and she wanted to go down the floor quickly as well as time was running out. but commits to traveling with the running clock. We've hit the end of the third.
We had a lot going on there. A missed free throw, an interception, and the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with your fourth and final frame in 1 minute right here on KDSJ Sports.
Quality food at a fair price. That's what you expect, and that's what you'll get at the Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or to grab a bite to eat before or after the game. Choose from daily specials, and a trip to the fresh soup and salad bar is always a hit. Plus, the Millstone can accommodate larger groups, like buses or your next meeting in their private party room. So, if it's just you and a friend or the whole team, get a great meal at a great price. The Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish.
Harding County Ranchers about 8 minutes away from punching their ticket to the Class B in Brookings next weekend as Jones County starts off the scoring in this quarter, kind of like they did in the third as they get the layup there. Harding County outscored Jones County in the third 18-9 as we get back to live action here. Ranchers trying to go backdoor, and nice catch there by Gottlieb, one of the officials, and it'll be going back to Jones County. All the kids will like this. Harding County Lady Ranchers averaging 67 points per game, while Jones County is averaging 48 points per game. Harding County is on their way to get to that average here tonight as they're at 55 right now. Shot is up and no good by Jones County, goes out of bounds, and Jones County will keep it. But again, they may not get 12 points this quarter because we do have that running clock. Now it's 7 minutes left to go. Jones County gets it in, nice feed right back to the inbounder, and then they just kind of stand around. Coyotes, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Kaylin Patton.
Yeah, if Jones County wants to get back within 20, it's going to have to be from the outside as the Ranchers not allowing Harding County to get in the lane. But you also got to slow down about 5 Patton girls all at once. Camry Patton with the jumper in the lane.
So fundamental are the Ranchers as well as they get another steal.
By Camry Patton.
And then she turns around, throws it up to Macy Wentz, and she lays it up and in for 2.
She went from coast to coast off the steal from Camry Patton, and those two lead the Ranchers in scoring this season for that reason alone. Patton forcing the steal, Went going coast to coast with the layup. It's just rinse and repeat for Jay Wallman.
Macy Went, 12 points per game, her average. She's up to 14 right now. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound that time by Braden Patton. Then a give and go, and this is just sure perfect. Layup is good by Camry Patton.
Like I said, it's rinse and repeat. Last possession, Patton with the steal, Went with the layup this time. Went with the steal, and Patton was streaking down the floor with an easy layup.
Three-pointer is good from the far corner for the Jones County Coyotes. A three-pointer by Tucker.
Tucker and Askey are going to be very fun to watch here in Region 7B. Just a freshman and a sophomore. Yes, Askey hasn't had too many opportunities to score, but Tucker, once she gets accustomed, and now that she's dealt with this press, dealt with this pressure, see how that involves her game as she continues to grow in Jones County.
Kaylin Patton hits her third three-pointer tonight. Really the only three-point shooter of this evening for Harding County. Jones County's got a tough region, too. Usually Wall's good. Bennett County's only going to get better.
Lyman.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess Lyman's not in the region. They're in the conference, but still you got to play them.
Up ahead, nice pass to Went. She outruns everybody, and she lays it up and in for 2. As I say, you run the floor and you run your lane, the ball will find you. Coach Wallman is going to find some reserves to get into the game. Should get a crowd applause here for the Lady Ranchers.
Full timeout, and Rancher fans can feel it.
They did their job, 66-27. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with more from Spearfish right here on KDSJ Sports.
20 years, there's been a better alternative for car repair in Spearfish and the Northern Black Hills. It's Auto Doctor, with their 2 ASC certified mechanics who each have over 40 years of experience and their state-of-the-art facility. They'll treat your vehicle like it's theirs. From mechanical repairs, brakes, alignments, tires, AC work, and more, Auto Doctor also provides advanced diagnostics. From Audis to Volkswagens, if your car is ill, we're the pill. Auto Doctor off Exit 14 Heritage Drive, Spearfish.
And back to live action here from the Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Jones County with the basketball. They have 1 timeout left compared to 3 for the Ranchers. And we don't have much time left. 4.5 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. Long three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by the Ranchers. Ever since the Ranchers lost that lone game on January 17th at the Hanson Classic in Mitchell, they have won 12 games in a row. Trying to make it a Baker's dozen tonight. And let's see, we're having a foul on the baseline called on Jones County.
Yeah, Braden Padden underneath at the block. Again, Jones County's so good as far as their post players making a move toward the basket, able to fake one way, spin around in the lane, go the other way. Unfortunately, and that's one thing that they'll be practicing so they don't repeat the evils of last season, free throws, as Padden misses the first one.
66 to 27. Crap. And they go crazy, everybody, as we get the free throw to drop and make it a 40-point game, 67 to 27.
Yeah, the student section was about as excited with you. Was about as excited as you were, Cody.
And the bench got up, and Coach Wallman just shook his head.
I'm with Coach Wallman on that.
Here is Jones County with the basketball. I don't even know who made the free throw, and I really don't care.
It was Braden Padden. I've never been ready for Hardin County to score so much in my life.
I knew they put up the shot, no good.
Take away this evil score,
well,
please.
They're averaging 67 points per game, and now they get up to 69 as the jumper is good by Braden Padden.
You could make a joke about that too, but we're not going to.
Here's Jones County with the basketball, and they save it on the baseline.
Nice save. I think that was Tucker on the save.
Three-pointer, no good. Jones County about 20 points shy of their season average, so tells you how good the Rancher defense has been tonight.
Oh, the Ranchers defense has only allowed roughly a little under 27 points a contest.
Oh, the layup is no good by Paige. She's been automatic from down in the paint tonight. I'm gonna have to research my Coach Wallman's keys of the games. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded. His 3 keys of the game. Keep the Coyotes out of the paint. They've done a stellar job of that, as Askey hasn't been able to do much. Make it a track meet. Well, yeah, they've gotten up and down the floor.
At least one team's competing in the track meet.
And win the boards.
Big check.
Okay, there you go. Back to Hardin County Rancher basketball, 2:15 left.
My goodness, another pick and roll. It's been so wide open.
And the assists. Braden Padden now has started to, she's coming in off the bench. She's got 5 points. Ranchers have already scored 16 points in this 4th quarter with a running clock.
And a block. And
an intentional foul?
An intentional? I didn't see what.
A 44-point game.
A shove?
Huh.
Yeah, we have a shove on Wahlberg, Sunning Wahlberg, and you could see the very ending of that on our Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay.
Just some frustration?
Yeah,
or just in the way?
It didn't look like a very mean get-out-of-my-way shove, but
head coach of Jones County.
Nonetheless, a shove.
He isn't fighting it. Just part of the game at this point, and I think this is Crago at the line.
No, Padden.
Crago wears 4. Padden wears 44.
2 4s.
So
the highest point total the Hardin County Ranchers have put up this season is 80 points versus McIntosh. Nope, I lied. 86 points versus McLaughlin in the first round of the 8B regionals.
Oh, yeah. blew the doors off of that one. Layup is good, this time by Wilson. Wilson gets into the scoring column. We now have 8 different girls that have scored for the Ranchers. They usually play 9. There's a few more at the scores table. Going to get some time here tonight, because you never know if you're going to be able to play in the state tournament. Usually much closer games. 3-pointer on the way, and that is switched by Wahlberg.
Good job by Wahlberg. Tough intentional foul she picked up, able to make up from it. Does get too much into her head. Nice stroke from behind the 3-point arc.
And we will have a timeout just to get some subs in. Back in 2024, Ranchers placed 7th at state when it was in Rapid City. Last year at Huron, they placed 6th. So moving on up with this group of girls that are going through the high school. Jones County taking out their starters so their fans can get them a round of applause as well. The lone senior, Mallory Bernard.
We got one more coming in. Aubrey Tucker, a freshman. Going to be checking in for Bernard, again, who has played her last game as a Jones County Coyote. And you could just tell the emotion on her face as had a great season, just ran into a buzzsaw here tonight versus the Ranchers.
And now another Patton into the game. That's Katie Patton.
They just keep coming up with Pattons up there.
6 to go on the shot clock, and they throw the ball away.
I think the day that they run out of Pattons is the day that the earth ends.
Calla Patton was on the wing there and just couldn't catch the pass. Off to State Class B, the Harding County Ranchers in 30 seconds as they have a 44-point lead. As the Rancher fans and student body comes to their feet. Going to be the 3rd straight year that they get to play a little extra basketball. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded by the Ranchers. And they don't have to do anything, but they want to score. Layup is blocked. Katie Patton had that shot blocked, and they are going to stop the clock so she can shoot free throws. 2.4 seconds left. So to the line is number 31, freshman Katie Patton.
Would this be the 5th Patton in scoring if she makes it?
I believe so. There's also 4 8th graders on this team that get playing time.
So again, it's not like the Harding County Ranchers are going away anytime soon. Still a lot of depth that they'll have returning, not only next year, but for the next few seasons.
And Patton misses both free throws. Jones County gets the rebound.
Ranchers are heading to Brookings.
They'll represent Region 8B and the Lawrence and the Little World Conference with the win tonight, going away with it 74-30. As both teams go through the handshake line, we hope to catch up with Jay Wallman here in the postgame show. But coming up, we'll have a look at your stats of the game as well as our superior performer and much more. Stay tuned, our postgame show, sometimes the best part of the broadcast, when we come back in 2 minutes right here on KDSJ Sports.
If it can be imagined, it can be created. Eaton Construction in Belle Fourche specializes in site development for your next commercial project. Size is no issue. Earth moving for grading on any level. Utility installation for single projects or entire subdivisions. Whatever the project, Eaton Construction has it handled. Gravel hauling. Construction of roads from scratch and down to basements. You know who you need for the job. Eaton Construction. Call 605-210-2223 today. That's 605-210-2223.
Hillen Optical has been helping families see clearly for over 50 years. They're more than just an eye care center. They're part of your community, committed to keeping your family's vision healthy and strong. From kids' first eye exams to the perfect frames for every family member, they're here to make your experience easy, affordable, and comfortable. Come visit Pillen Optical, where your family's vision is their top priority, because seeing life's special moments starts with healthy eyes. Pillen Optical, caring for your family one pair of eyes at a time.
Todd Poling and the A&W team are excited to be bringing the classic A&W brand back to Spearfish in the Northern Black Hills. And they're even more excited to be cheering on the Spearfish Spartans. Stop in for delicious burgers, chicken tenders, cheese curds, and of course their world-famous root beer made fresh in-house every day. Scan the QR code on your screen or mention the code Spartans25 for 10% off orders all day, every day. A&W and Spearfish, inside Walmart on 1st Avenue. Let's go Spartans!
Collisions happen. From fender benders to deer crossings, it's just part of life. When it happens, take it to Jake's Collision Repair with 2 locations in Sturgis and Spearfish. Locally owned and serving the Black Hills for over 15 years, Jake's delivers top quality repairs using state-of-the-art equipment, advanced training, and eco-friendly paint systems. Their technicians are ICAR and PPG certified, and they work with any insurance company. So when collisions happen, and they will,
back to the
choose
Spearfish
Jake's
High School
Collision
Gym. The
Repair.
Spartans doing a great job tonight of hosting this SoDak 16 for Class B, welcoming in Jones County Coyotes and the Harding County Ranchers. Good crowd from both schools here tonight, and Harding County showed off on the floor as they put up 16 points in the first quarter, then 21 in the second. That set the tone for a rout tonight, a 44-point victory, 74-30. Coach Wallman get the trophy. Ranchers will go to their 3rd straight state tournament for Class B as they set the tone for this dynasty that we see in the present, as number 6 seed Harding County Lady Ranchers getting the victory. They'll probably be around that number 6 seed depending on if there's any upsets tonight.
Yeah, I know last season when in Class AA when number 10 seed Sioux Falls Jefferson upset number 7 seed Aberdeen Central, they kept their 10 seed, but they stood in like the 7 seed spot in the tournament. So I'm assuming Harding County will stay as a 3 seed. So they would play the they'll stay as a 6 seed. They'll play the 3 seed, I believe, in the first round of the tournament.
Not a whole lot of teams want to play them next weekend out in Brookings, as they'll get 3 more games. They're victorious tonight. Victorious.
This might be a fun one if these seedings stand. Unofficially, the first round for Harding County, the defending Class B state champion Bennett County Lady Warriors.
That's if there's no upsets tonight.
Yes, I think.
Okay.
But you'll have the Pattons going up against the O'Neills. That will be fireworks.
A win tonight by Harding County, their 22nd win of the season. The only blemish was at the Corn Palace during the Hanson Classic when they lost to Corsica Stickney. And let's have a look at some more of the game recap. If you're watching on KDSJ-TV, you can watch some of the Tropical Smoothie replay. I do the stats. Clayson Davis, do some analysis of this game.
The analysis was Harding County steal, Harding County layup, rinse, repeat. Pretty much since midway through the second quarter. As we recapped the first half of action at halftime, Jones County did a pretty good job of, keeping Harding County at bay as far as being able to run and gun up the floor. They had some turnovers early, but they had some open shots, hit a few of them. And if Jones County could just hold on to the ball and keep Harding County playing half-court offense, half-court defense, they'd have a chance to really come back in this game. Well, unfortunately, that didn't really happen, as turnovers forced immediately by Harding County off the jump of this game. Even when Jones County had a chance to breathe, there was a Harding County Rancher right there able to swat at the ball, get away with the ball. The officials did let both teams play tonight. It was a very fast and physical game, and that's the style that Harding County likes it, being able to get pressure, play physical tight man defense, force steals, and turn those steals into points. Running the floor, Harding County, it's like Jay Wallman's coaching football, as there's at least 2 or 3 wide receivers running down the court. That's going to be open for a layup, and that's the same thing with his girls basketball team. As, again, once the steal was forced by Harding County, they're able to get down the floor and didn't do a great job running their half-court sets. They got a lot better in the second half. especially off the pick and roll with Page, and at the ending of the game with Braden Patton. But no, really just the relentless pressure just was too much for Jones County to deal with. They had open shots. Jones County wanted to get the ball inside the paint to Askey, let Askey work on the inside, and that will open up some of the outside shooting and guard play of Jones County, especially with Tucker and Bernard. But Askey, I can maybe count on 1 or 2 times she touched the ball in the paint for Jones County offensively, and that really allowed Harding County, clogged up the paint, made Jones County shoot from the outside, which they struggled to do in the second half. And then it was just, again, relentless pressure. The blitz kept on by Harding County until the very ending of the game. Even when the bench players came in for Coach Wallman, they were still running the defensive scheme to a T, able to get steals, able to force shots in the middle of the paint. A good job by the post players, who I'm most impressed with tonight, with Carson Page, Braden Patton. Not only did they execute the pick and roll perfectly tonight, but they also sealed off the defenders for the guards. Camry Patton, Macy Wendt, Candace Gilbert did a good job when she got in, sealing the ball off to the inside. Satin Wilson, Caden Patton, they all had open lanes in the second half, mainly off of the pick and roll action from Carson Page, Braden Patton, and it was just a lot to deal with, like it is with going up against the Ranchers. It might feel like that it's a simple press and a simple defensive scheme, but it is the entire identity of this Harding County squad, and they ran it to a T tonight.
Felt like it was like 8 on 5 most of the time with this press tonight by the Ranchers, as we say thanks to some of their fans and their sponsors that are happy tonight. H&L Super Value. Also thanks to West River Cooperative Telephone and the fine folks up at Grand Electric. And that is our game recap. I'll finish up some stats, and we'll take care of the stat sheets when we come back after this 2-minute timeout as we continue with our Stadium Sports Grill postgame show right here on KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV. We're back in 2 minutes.
Health, Orthopedic, and Sports Medicine is here when you need us for the extreme athletes or those everyday activities. From kiddos with broken bones to retirees with creaky knees. Whether you're pumping iron or planting petunias, we'll be in our clinic locations throughout the region working together. Monument Health, Orthopedic, and Sports Medicine, getting you moving again so you can confidently say, I'm back. Go to monument.health/orthopedics to find out more.
You see them everywhere. That's because Heinzerling Concrete of Spearfish is the most trusted name for everything from driveways, sidewalks, decorative stamp patios, and of course, foundations. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support the activities that help our area youth build their foundation for future success. Whatever the job, Heinzerling Concrete is the name you can trust. Google Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish or call 210-2320.
Beef Logic, Inc. is proud to sponsor South Dakota's high school and collegiate athletes this season as they work alongside their partners at the South Dakota Beef Industry Council to deliver the Build Your Base Sports Nutrition Program at local high schools and colleges around the state and the country. Are you looking for a simple, easy-to-follow program that can help you and your family optimize performance both on and off the field of play? Check out buildyourbase.org and learn why beef continues to be the premier protein for athletic performance and recovery.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Well, it was a busy night in Class B and Class A girls basketball tonight as the SoDak 16s, as 8 different teams in each class punching their ticket tonight to their state tournaments next weekend. Your final score here, Harding County gets the victory 74-30. I was mathing during the break. Harding County usually wins by about 41 points per game. Tonight they win by 44 points per game, so a little bit above their season average. And let's see, they're holding their opponents to about 26 points per game. Jones County scored 30. Other stats tonight for the Jones County Coyotes. Coming in 15-5 on the season and the number 11 seed. They had 6 different girls score, 1 into double figures. And that was Aubrey Tucker with 12 points. And then 6 points from J.C. Jensen. She made a couple 3-pointers. 5 points from Volberg. 2 points from Mallory Vennard. 1 point from Nix. And 4 points from Askey. Askey was really shut down in that post play tonight for the Coyotes, as they've cut down the nets here at the Spearfish High School gym. And Jones County Coyotes, a little bit of their fans sticking around, talking to some of the Harding County fans, and otherwise the entire floor is Harding County faithful here.
A lot of purple.
And on the Ranchers side, scoring, there was 8 different girls score, led by Wint and Page. Macy Wint had 16 points, and Carson Page off the bench. She is a sophomore. She had 16 points. They really set both of those girls up well on those assists. And then, of course, everybody played good defense for the Ranchers tonight. We just have the offensive numbers, but they probably had 22 steals, which is their average for the season. I wouldn't doubt if they had that many. 13 points from Camry Patton, 8 points from Macy Wallman. I think just 6. I can't even count to 6. She made 2 3-pointers, and that was it. Hunsucker had 2. And then 13 from Kaylin Patton, a senior starter. And Braden Patton had 6 points. She is one of their starters. She is a junior. So that is your scoring for Harding County. And let's go to the 3-pointers. Jones County made 4. Harding County made 6. And over to the free throws, Jones County made 4. Harding County made 2. None in the second half. And then, let's see, Jones County ends the season at 15-6. Again, led by Aubrey Tucker, a freshman, scoring 12 points tonight. For the Ranchers, 16 points from the junior Wint, and 16 points from Carson Page. Tonight, Superior Auto Solutions Player of the Game in our Superior Performance. That one goes to Macy Wint. Congratulations to her, the junior who's played a long time in high school, and she has her sights set on a strong tournament run next week. Macy, the junior at 5'9", finishes with 16 points tonight. As Coach Wallman is up here.
Hello.
Quite the jump for you up here, I know. I just named Macy Wint as our player of the game, brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions. What can you say about her?
Yeah, she's had a phenomenal season, phenomenal career. They all have.
I feel like she's played for 5 years.
Yeah, it went from her sister to her, and
don't go by those stats over there.
Okay.
I got the real deal stats here.
Okay. Yeah. That's all right. I didn't pay any attention to any of the stats throughout the course of the game. I knew we were flying all around the place, creating havoc and playing Rancher basketball to its fullest there.
16 points for Wint, also 16 points for Page. A lot of assists in this game. And that just sets up just fundamental basketball you guys played.
It sure does. It was so fun watching our team play out there. We've been playing our best defensive basketball this last month, and I was excited to see it on this kind of stage tonight to see if we'd match it at this big of a level, and we sure did.
It seemed like there was 8 Ranchers on the floor compared to the Coyotes 5. You set the tone there in the second quarter, scoring 21 points. Talk about a couple of things that were going well for you then.
Yeah, when we were starting to get a couple baskets, our press really frustrated them. We were up there constantly, had all 5 girls almost in the front court on a couple possessions there, and we were able to get some good steals and deflections that led to some easy baskets for us.
As I say, if you run the floor, run your lane, the ball will find you. And that was the case with a few of your girls from Patton and then Wint and Page, just running the floor, and those assists come in and a lot of layups.
Yeah, we did. And once we were in our half-court sets, we ran some ball screen offenses. And they did a very good job of stopping our guards, but the roll was there. And our guards found them a lot of times for a nice roll and few layups there.
I look back at your keys to the game. Let's see how you did.
Yeah, let's see it.
Give me a grade. Keep them out of the paint.
We did very good. Very good.
An A+?
Yeah, A+. I'll give us an A+.
What do you teach at Harding County High School?
Physical education.
You wanted to make it a track meet, get up and down the floor.
We did. We did a very good job at that. Even in the first quarter, they were playing well, but we knew, like, we were playing 8, they were playing 5. They were going to get a little more tired, and the pace was at our advantage from the opening tip for the rest of the game.
You guys win it on Thursday night, 74-30, outscoring Jones County in the second half, 37-17. The final key was win the boards.
Win the boards, yeah, and I haven't really got a chance to look at them, but other than 2 possessions, I believe we kept them off the offensive rebounds really well tonight, and it rebounded extremely well, and we got clean rebounds that led to some easy offense for us too.
When they would miss a three-pointer, get that long rebound and down the court.
Down the court, we went and got some easy ones in that.
So, good job on your keys to the game. Let's see. Harding County going back to state now for the 3rd straight year. I know in football when you make those strong runs, it never gets old.
No.
This doesn't either.
This doesn't either. It's feel just so proud of this team. So excited for them. Like, this is what it's all about. All the hard work, all this. This is what it's about. Get a chance to play at Brookings in front at the Class B tournament. It's not easy to get in there. So.
And you guys put so much effort into the defensive side. I would think you guys get worn down, and then it's a track meet. When you steal the basketball, you can run down the floor, and then you keep the girls fresh with bringing in the reserves.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about your bench, how it just doesn't let up.
It doesn't. You know, we have a great starting 5, and then we bring San Wilson, who's been a starter for us parts of the year this year, off the bench. Carson Page, he had a big night tonight. Macy Wallman can come in and hit some threes, and then we have Cadence Gilbert also. So we can play 9 girls, and that's a big advantage for a small Class B school like us.
And your daughter hitting a couple threes.
Yes, that was fun.
She has a sweet stroke.
Thank you. Yeah,
you taught her everything she knows?
Yeah, she's put a lot of time in on her own too.
So you got this victory last year. Let's talk about the opponent. Jones County, very young. One senior, 2 juniors. They have some fight with them with the Aubrey Tucker girl, who's just a freshman. They had a thrilling win over Wall just to get here.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about Jones County.
Jones County, like we said on paper, they're very athletic. They were long. Every starter was over 5'7", 5'8".
matter what life throws in your direction, Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish reminds you to make you and your family's dental health a top priority. Putting off small problems now can lead to big ones later. We are small enough to feel like family, but big enough to bring you the latest technology. Before your lives get too hectic with school, sports, and other extracurricular activities, schedule a comprehensive exam now. We love our patients. Celebrating 50 years of dentistry in Spearfish.
Let our family care for your family.
Real value starts at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, your hometown dealer on West Jackson and Spearfish. Shop our wide selection, schedule expert service, and see the just-arrived Jeep Cherokee and Jeep Grand Cherokee. We're dedicated to helping you drive home happy, whether you're searching for a new ride or keeping yours running strong. Stop in or visit our website to experience the Junix difference. Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, where service, selection, and savings come together for you.
Make eating better, easy with Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish. Just because you're in a hurry doesn't mean you can't eat better. Made-to-order smoothies, wraps, sandwiches, and flatbreads that instantly boost your mood, all with delivery available. Plus, check out all the different flavors of smoothie bowls, salads, and even breakfast items. Located off I-90, exit 14 on Platinum Drive, just down the hill from the Holiday Inn. Eat well, live well at Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish.
Solutions in Spearfish. Call them at 605-642-9111 or see their inventory online at superiorauto.sd.com. Make sure you got your oil change for any road trips. Need good tires because we had a beautiful day today. Might be in the slush tomorrow. And let's put the finishing touches on this one from the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. It was Girls SoDak 16 night. Class A and Class B as we send it back to Clayson Davis over at KDSJ-TV. And how things end up, this is probably the last game had to finish up.
Helps that I'm not muted. There we go. Yeah, as I believe this was the last game to finish up, at least one of the last few. I do want to say for those who on KDSJ-TV that missed the ending of that Jay Wallman interview, we'll have that interview on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page coming up tomorrow as well, as we had some audio problems at the ending of that interview, but we'll get that figured out. It's not a just tech stuff.
Was that a KDSJ-TV?
It was a KDSJ-TV. So you were fine.
Okay,
but. Anyways, speaking of fine, here are the teams making the Class B state tournament. From our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard, number 1 Lyman beating number 16 seed McIntosh, also from Region 8B, 53-22. Parkston over DeSmet, number 2 over number 15, 40-36. The most possible first-round opponent for Harding County, the Bennett County Lady Warriors, number 3 seed over 14 Ipswich, 72-21. Number 4, Ethan over Dubrook area. The Dolphins losing 53-34. Number 5, Coleman Egan over Warner by 5 points. Number 5 over number 12. A little bit closer than what the experts think, 49-44 there. Your game right here on KDSJ Sports. Number 6, Harding County over number 11, Jones County, 74-30. Number 7, Centerville, the Tornadoes that were on a rampage last season. They're back in the state tournament as they beat Highmore Herald 57-41. And the final team punching their ticket to Brookings is Corsica Stickney, who beat the Ranchers earlier this season. They beat Walbury Summit 38-32.
So no upsets?
No, just one, but it's the 9-8 game, so probably the most likely upset of all of tournament history. Let's go to Class A.
Again, the State B will be at SDSU.
Yes, at First Bank and Trust Arena on the campus of South Dakota State University. Class A, SoDak 16 action. Number 1, Hamlin over number 16, Sisselton, 60-40. Really 1 through 5 in the girls' Class A power points are within about barely even a half point from one another. The top 5 is very close. And top 6 if you count Sioux Falls Christian, who also just happened to win last year's state championship. But anyway, number 2, Mockpea-Luta from the Black Hills Conference, back in the state tournament, flooring McCook Central Montrose 79-21. Number 3, Wagner over Del Rapids 46-31. Number 4, Sioux Valley over St. Thomas More 49-29. The Cavaliers season ends at 16-6. Number 5, Lennox over Miller, 62-33. Number 6, Sioux Falls Christian looking to defend their title. They beat Groton area tonight by 30, 55-25. West Central over Mobridge Pollock, 54-42. And another upset, the 8 and 9. No one from Region 8A will be making the state tournament as Lakota Tech pulled away late to beat Rapid City Christian, 72-59.
Okay, that is your Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Thanks once again to Junix right here in Spearfish. Call them at 605-644-7773. Got to thank some more of our sponsors on board tonight for the Hardin County Ranchers. Say thanks to Pioneer Bank, the Buffalo branch, also Butte County Equipment in Belle Fourche. Got to go through Bell to get here, so thanks to Butte County Equipment, and also Rolling in the Dough Bakery, Southwest Healthcare Services. Thanks to Will Meyer, Ranchers Risk Protection, and Veals Hay Grinding Service. With us tonight for all of our coverage from pregame throughout the game. Hardin County gets the win, 74-30. Joined by Coach Wallman in the post-game show here. And big thanks to all of our sponsors for coming on board and joining us for another Ranchers game. I know they sure appreciate the coverage up there because most of the year they don't get a whole lot of it. And when they come to the postseason, we like to...
We jump on the bandwagon.
We do, yeah. Well, we got done with another night. This March Mayhem week continues tomorrow night. We'll start things off down in Grand Junction, Colorado with BHSU women going up against a very good Colorado Mesa team in the semifinals of the RMAC tournament.
Third time this season as well.
At the same time, you can watch Clayson, Paul James over at KDSJ-TV. What are you up to there?
We will actually be in Mitchell for another Girls SoDak 16 match. This time, following the Spearfish Lady Spartans as they rematch the Mitchell Lady Colonels, the 10 seed at the 7 seed in the Girls Class AA SoDak 16, right here on KDSJ-TV only on YouTube and on our Facebook page at Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ. Coverage to start with our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off at 4:30. Tip-off slated for 5, live from the Mitchell High School Gymnasium.
Subscribe to KDSJ-TV so you can get notified anytime a game goes on live there, because time is running out in the basketball season.
And it could very well end on KDSJ-TV this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, we hope it doesn't. We hope both Spartan teams come out with a win, but they got 2 really tough games, starting with Mitchell and Spearfish. But you can catch all that action and rewatch this game for free as well on your hometown stream for your hometown team, KDSJ-TV. I had a few Hardin County fans come up and ask, hey, can we watch this game again?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you can. Completely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the mobile device or smart TV you get to watch it on.
And that's because of our sponsors. Thanks to H&L Super Value and Grand Electric and West River Cooperative Telephone. And also, while all that's going on tomorrow night here on KDSJ Radio, we will have the second game of our doubleheader on the RMAC tournament. BHSU men will be hosting Fort Lewis. Dangerous matchup as the Yellow Jackets will be playing at home, though, tomorrow night around 7 o'clock right here on KDSJ Radio. So we're going to somehow pull that all off. All hands on deck, KDSJ Sports Crew tomorrow night. 3 games in one night. And then we'll see what Saturday has in store. Maybe some more Yellow Jacket basketball. But for sure, we'll be right back here
in these exact same seats
at our Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine broadcast booth as the Spartan boys will be hosting T area at 3 o'clock in the boys SoDak 16. That'll do it for tonight as number 6 seed Hardin County Lady Ranchers get the victory tonight over the Jones County Coyotes 74-30. Big thanks to all of our sponsors, Spearfish High School for hosting this game tonight, Coach Wallman for joining us in the pregame and the postgame, and in between, he had the Lady Ranchers clicking tonight to go to 22-1 on the season. This has been the Stadium Sports Grill postgame show. Stadium, downtown Spearfish, it's where sports fans meet. For Clayson Davis, I'm Cody Oliver. Good night.